The AMA is urging the federal government not to classify marijuana as a dangerous drug and do more research. That's what they said. That's a big story, yeah. Yeah, that request came not only from the AMA, but also from KFC.
In what could be considered the first real test of the Obama administration's month-old policy of relaxing prosecution of so-called medical marijuana users, America's first cannabis cafe. Excuse me, I'm beside myself with emotion. The Cannabis Cafe opened Friday in Portland, Oregon, and I think the feds will lay off the cafe, assuming it follows the local Oregon-Portland rules there, because there has been a sea change in the way this nation feels, not only about medical marijuana, but about the issue of marijuana legalization itself. It is a fast-moving trend. It would have been unthinkable just a few years ago, and if legalization has a favorite advocate, it is the comic duo of Cheech and Chong, who this January kick off their Get It Legal tour to promote marijuana policy change through comedy. I welcome my dear friends Richard Cheech Marin and Tommy Chong to the program. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Good to see you, brother. All right, brother. So you went to jail in 2003.
Yep.
A very aggressive...
For selling a bong. No, for
selling bongs.
Thinking about selling a bong.
Thinking about selling bongs on the Internet, a very aggressive federal prosecutor in Pittsburgh. Do you think that that could happen today, that charge and that sentence and your imprisonment could happen today?
I didn't think it could happen then.
It was
I was
shocking.
very surprised, and I don't think it would happen again, ever. Now, yeah.
Put it another way, are you surprised by the pace of the trend toward legalization with medical marijuana in more than a dozen states and
not at all. I mean,
cafes and everything else opening,
because
ski resorts and all?
It actually works. The Chinese have known about this for 5,000 years. You know,
how many part Chinese?
It actually works.
So 2,500 years, you know.
It actually works on.
Get it? 5,000 years. Tommy's half Chinese. He's not 2,500. Okay.
But it actually works as a medical aid. It does work. I'm taking it for a medical problem.
Do you have a prescription?
Oh, yes.
Do you carry it around?
I got the first medical card ever issued.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I think that's fitting.
We made it ourselves. Jack Herrera and I
you make it out of hemp?
No.
It's like a hippie marriage license, you know. Took some acid on a mountaintop one night.
When they passed the law, they had no cards. And so we took a letter and had a doctor sign it.
Oh, that's too funny. But that's a real doctor's signature, though, right?
Yeah, and I got, what do you call it? I got examined.
He's selling these on the Internet. Just kidding, just kidding.
I have a Mexican medical marijuana. Anything with typing on it, a card with anything.
Yeah. So, Cheech, what about, Up in Smoke, perennially, every generation of college kids rediscovers you, but did you ever anticipate when he went to jail, A, that you two would reunite, and that your concert tours would be absolutely sold out to a brand new generation?
That's amazing. We were actually working together when he got busted. We were working on a script, and then he got sent to jail, and then when he came out, we started slowly inching. But I knew that the tour would be successful because we get accosted every day on the street with the generations of fans. So I knew it would be successful in some regard. As successful, I didn't have any idea.
But I remember during the Reagan era of Just Say No, you guys were really beleaguered in many ways. You almost disappeared from the public scene.
Yeah. I moved to Europe. I went to Europe, and we did a couple of movies over there.
All right, so quickly, the interface with the Get It Legal and the Marijuana Policy Project.
Well, we're trying to kick it off the cliff, you know.
So when does it start? It starts...
January 16th.
Yeah. January 16th. Okay, so you're 22 cities, this next leg, and you really want to get the issue onto the front burner.
What we want to do, we want to promote change through laughter. Yeah. Because it's our position that the marijuana laws are so ridiculous. You got to laugh at them, and that's what we did. Up in Smoke really was us laughing at the laws. You know, we had the narc, Stadenko. You know,
Stacy Keach, our old neighbor.
The laws are laughable and ridiculous.
So you would seek to make it equal to alcohol.
Yeah. We'd like to get it moved from Schedule 1 to Schedule 2.
Schedule 2, available by prescription only.
By prescription only.
Yeah.
Ann Coulter, any problems with that?
Don't make me be the killjoy.
Come on, Buzzkill, let's go.
You're very funny comedians, but I'm still against legalizing pot, and I don't think they were laughing about the laws. They were laughing at you guys. You're very funny. And
no, we were laughing at the laws.
Why don't you
were laughing at the laws. I mean, he just said you want it like alcohol. Look, alcohol, I think, can be more. You can drink alcohol without getting drunk, but you don't let that genie out of the bottle. I mean, there are a lot of problems with alcoholics, so you don't want two of them.
But
and moreover, as I told you last time, and okay, you're somewhat to the contrary, but not entirely. Everybody I know who needs pot because they're going through chemo or whatever, or they just like it, have no trouble getting it and don't get busted. And if anybody was ever going to get busted, you have to say you were waving a big red flag.
But Kimberly, it is a fact that marijuana arrests are the most common drug arrests, and they take up a disordinate portion of time of law enforcement energy and resources right here in New York City, a liberal bastion.
50% of the inmates in prisons are there for drugs of some sort.
So for me, my focus obviously in prosecuting cases was always for violent offenders. So it wasn't something that I personally felt committed to in terms of narcotics prosecutions in that area. And they're right, it is an important distinction, Schedule 1 versus, Schedule 2. And again, I come from the San Francisco DA's office, so my boss there is a big supporter.
Big pothead?
It's quasi-legal now. I mean, I can walk out of the studio here, light up a joint, walk down the street. And
well, I don't know about New York.
The big difference is there are enlightened people.
They can ask him for his autograph. Not
enlightened people like in San Francisco, like in New York, like in Los Angeles. There are enlightened people, and then there are people that are afraid of everything. In the country, the side,
But I tell you, I have noticed on this issue, I get no hate mail, and on every ideological issue, a philosophical issue, I get bombarded.
Yeah.
And why aren't the conservatives so angry about this?
Well, come on.
Are they potheads? Are they secret?
If I'm going to rank all the insane things you say, Geraldo, I got to tell you, pot's way up above.
Low on the poll. And now I'm wondering, secondhand smoke.
January 16th kicks off in what city?
Some place it's cold there.
Okay, someplace that's cold. Look it up on the internet. It's